Wealth Connect. I have an exciting, oh gosh, I'm so excited to talk to and introduce to some and present to others, like we say in the church world, an amazing lady that I ran across on Clubhouse. And just to hear her words of wisdom, glean from her, see her in action in a conference, I wanted to have an opportunity to interview her and to share her with the rest of you. So, Dr. Stevie, I would love for you to tell us who you are, what you do, and how you add value in terms of your business.
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for the invitation, Sean. This is amazing. I'm super excited to be here. I am Dr. Stevie, and I really serve my clients by helping them to use their knowledge and expertise to make money online. And I do that in a variety of ways. A lot of people know about my brand called Click to Cash because it literally was the steps from me going from not making any money to my business. So I got evicted 5 years ago from my home to now being able to amass multiple six figures in the midst of the pandemic. So, yes, that's what I do and who I am.
Oh my gosh. So, listen, you gave a little bit of a preview around a 5 year ago journey and where you are now. How did you get started in your particular business? And tell us a little bit about that journey.
Oh, wow. I never wanted to be an entrepreneur, believe it or not. I never sold a Girl Scout cookie, nor did I have a lemonade stand. And so I did the traditional role of going from kindergarten to grad school. And the next logical thing was to get a job, or so I thought. But fast forward to 2008, I did get a job, and I got a job that gave me the three B's: big girl paychecks, benefits, and business cards. And I was like, oh my gosh, I arrived. But then I realized that I didn't arrive. I literally did not want to be in that space. I'm very free spirited, very free flowing, and it was very confined in that space. So I ended up getting very ill at the age of 30. I went from a size 14 to a size 0, had shingles, and had to have 3 colonoscopies within 30 days to within 24 hours. And so that landed me in the land of entrepreneurship.
Wow, that is amazing that you say that because I'm sure even throughout that journey, you look at life differently now. And now I understand some of your tenacity, your drive, and your will based on what you've survived. Oh my goodness. Now let me ask you this: if you could give someone advice, or if you could go back and give your younger self advice around what you learned from a business aspect, from a personal aspect, what would you tell yourself?
I would definitely tell myself that there's no right way to run your business. I think a lot of times in this business world, we hear a lot of people marketing. And if you don't know how to read through the marketing, you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, their way is the right way because they're making all the money. But one thing God really shared with me is that if there was one right way to run business, there would not be so many hamburger restaurants in your city, from high end to low end. And even if you take it back to the steak restaurants, it's the same meat. It's the same meat. So what I've learned is literally that God has given us all a custom design assignment, and it's up to us to bring it out.
Now, Dr. Stevie, I know I'm going to be featuring you on an upcoming event on February the 5th. Women's Empowerment Wealth Transfer, God's Leading Lady for ladies in business, aspiring leaders, if you're in corporate. It's something there for everyone. And the question that I have, well, and you were hand selected, I would say, by heaven because you are a real life example and testimony of how to do it. I love the way that you walk by faith. You share so much practical application, like, faith without works is dead, but you definitely take a faith based and kingdom based lens on it. With that being said, you're doing webinars, you're doing seminars, you're a coach. I've attended a few things that you're a part of, that I'm a part of. Like, I'm so excited. You're an author. How do you find the time to do all of that? What's the secret sauce?
Well, to God be the glory. To God be the glory. I really do believe that we are all wired differently. I'm wired to take on a lot of different things and compartmentalize them in certain ways. And for me, it's just living life. Honestly, it's when I look back over my life, like the song, and realize the things that I've accomplished. It didn't seem that I did. I think I just put my head down and started working, honestly. And 27 books later, 100 something digital
Wait,
products
wait,
later,
wait. Pause. Let's celebrate that. How many books later?
27. Thank you. So I've created anthologies. I'm part of other anthologies, all the stuff. And then one day, so my goal was to get to 20 books in 2020. And then it just opportunities and thoughts and things just kept coming. So yes, so I'm just a creator when it comes to different things, and that's how we ended up here. So I think it's just my natural path to do stuff, produce stuff, and that's how we got here.
Oh my gosh, I have two more questions for you, I promise, because this is so good to me. In the seminar, you're going to be talking about taking action. One word of advice around taking action, and then I want you to tell people how they can get in contact with you to work with the awesome Dr. Stevie.
Thank you. Yes, action. Action takers are money makers. Listen. I've always been somebody who believes that we don't have the time we think we have, right? And so if we know that we don't have the time we think we have, then we have to take action because we never know when our expiration date is going to be. And so I never want to be living a life that just chill through, merely existed through. I want to live a life that literally leaves a legacy. So I believe that that word of advice would be get it done. Like no excuses, because you cannot pay one of your bills on excuses, but literally get it done and make the time to do it. And so I tell people, like, listen, if you want to see how I coach, if you want to see how I train, literally go to workwithstevie.com. Again, workwithstevie.com so that you can see it, so that you can also learn how to increase your visibility, credibility, and cash online. So you just need to know how to spell my first name correctly, Stevii. One of my friends says II stands for increased income. So you
Okay.
can workwithstevie.com.
I absolutely love it. Well, Dr. Stevie, thank you so much. I look forward to just being in the space and hosting an amazing event with you, hearing your voice and the lessons learned. And so, what I will say, ladies and gents, and this is especially a call out for the ladies. For this particular time, if you want to work with Dr. Stevie, she's giving you the contact information. If you want to see her in action, come and join us on February 5th. But she's going to be able to essentially tell you how. So she's given a little bit of the what, which is just so amazing.